Hi there, welcome to my channel. Have you ever been in the security line and thought, oh my gosh, what is that person doing that is blocking the line and making you wait in line for a really long time? Well, we're going to talk about what you can do to make sure you're not that person who holds up the line. And at the end of this video, I am going to share with you, I have a free thing to share. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It helps grow this channel and I would be so grateful. So what is the first thing that you can do when you get to the airport to make sure that you can go through the security line and not have any angst? Number one, get there early. You know, when you get there early, you actually don't create all the stress that you would ordinarily have if you're rushing through and getting anxious. So get there early, be prepared, and that way when things do come up, you're able to just relax, because I think that's really one of the most important things. The second thing, if you're not going to check your bag, but you might consider checking your bag so that you can get your bag checked and you're not going to have to worry about very many things because you're just going to have your carry-on. But if you want to bring your bag, make sure that your suitcase is packed and organized nicely. You want to be able to find where your liquids are. You want to be able to take out your computer, your laptop, take out your liquids in a way that's organized and easy so that you can make sure that you know where everything is. The third thing is, with talking about your suitcase, make sure that it's organized and not stuffed full of stuff, because when it goes through the X-ray machine, if everything is all messed up and all bunched up inside there, they're not going to be able to see clearly, and they might take it out to get rescreened, or they might have to open it and push and put you over to the side. So make sure that not only is your luggage packed nicely, but that you have your liquids easily accessible and your laptop bag. I have an interesting story about going through security line unbeknownst to what was in our bag, and we held up the line, and it was really it was quite a story, and I'll share that at the end. The other thing when you're going through the security line is wear slip-on, slip-off shoes. So much easier when you're going through the security line, because you don't have to bend over and untie and take off and all that stuff, and then when you get to the other side, it's easy to slip on your shoes. So consider that. Or if you're going to wear lace-up shoes or shoes that are difficult, don't put them on the other side of security. Just grab them and bring them over to where there's some chairs or an area that's away so that other people can get through. And don't forget to bring your socks, because the floors can be cold and then you just don't know who's been walking around. So you could always make sure you bring your socks. Even if you wear your sandals, if you're going to go through security line, make sure that you have socks on. Which brings me to TSA PRECHECK. Now, that is the easiest way to get through security, because you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your laptop out of your bag. You don't have to take the liquids out of your bag. And if you have a light jacket, you don't have to take that off either. And it's so cheap. It's only $85 for 5 years, and that can save you so much time. So you might want to consider TSA PRECHECK if you travel a lot. So if you don't have TSA PRECHECK, you need to really make sure that you know what the liquid rules are. And I just did a video around that, so I'll post that here. And, but basically it's 3.4 ounces in one zip top quart bag per person. That's 311. And like I said, I did a video on that, and I'll post that up there. So you need to make sure you know what your liquid rules are and what you can and cannot bring through TSA well, through the PRECHECK security line, any line. So there were over 3,000 guns that were confiscated last year through TSA security. So you don't want to bring your gun. That is so crazy. People think that they could just bring their gun on board. There are rules for bringing a gun, and you have to have it in a locked container with no bullets in it, and it needs to be checked in. So don't bring your gun through security line. You also want to make sure that you take your coins, your cell phone, anything that you have in your pocket. Because one of the things that stops that line going through security is when people forget to take stuff out of their pocket. So you need to make sure that you do that. You need to make sure that your water bottle, if you bring a water bottle, is empty, and that you don't bring in a plastic water bottle that has liquid in it, because that will also stop you from going through the security line. Super important things, not to irritate the people behind you. The other thing is a lot of people are concerned about jewelry. Can they bring jewelry through the security line? And yes, you can, and you don't have to take your jewelry off. Just don't wear jewelry that looks like it's a weapon, because then that might be a problem. And the last thing, but it's really the first thing, when you get in line at the security line, make sure you have your boarding pass and your driver's license or your passport at the ready. And a lot of places, you don't need your boarding pass. They just put your little driver's license in their machine, and it matches up to your boarding pass and lets you in. But just in case, make sure you have all of those things so that you can be ready when you get into the line. Because one of the things that's so irritating is when you are behind someone and they're rummaging through their purse, trying to find their driver's license, and they're trying to find their boarding pass, and they're holding up the line. It's so easy to be prepared and to know what to expect, so that when you're going through, you don't have to irritate the people behind you. You can be relaxed and not have stress and just go through. And let me tell you about the story. So I was coming from Peru with a friend who was actually moving from Peru back home. And she had a carry-on that I didn't realize or pack. And in the carry-on, she had leaded crystal. And then she also had these candle holders that looked like a weapon, really. They were all pointy metal objects. So we went through the line. We got stopped. They had to search the bag. Everything was wrapped up really tight so it wouldn't break. It really slowed up the line. It really did slow up the line. Everyone behind us was so irritated. And we felt bad because we didn't realize, leaded glass is leaded, so you can't see through it. It looks like a ball. And those candlesticks that were metal and they were all wrapped, we had to unwrap them all and check them all. And it was quite an ordeal. So it's really nice to be aware of what you've got, to know what you're doing when you go through, so you don't have any issues like that. So I've created a really special packing list and what to do before you plan your trip list. And if you're interested in downloading those free items, I will have the link below so that you can have a really nice checklist so that you can be organized when you plan for your trip and pack for your trip. So I hope this has been helpful. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate that, and look forward to talking to you soon. Ciao for now. Bye.